have you been using? You gotta tell me.
Nothing. All right, Leo, these are your messages for this week. And if you're looking to get a private reading with me, I do link my email in the description box. I'm still doing the December sale, so you know, it's a discount for everybody, whether you have been a client with me or not. Of course, the prices are different. And I'm still getting things up pretty timely, working around the clock, so you don't have to worry about me taking longer than usual. All right, I am using the Red Fairy deck today, and I'm going to probably do... I'm going to use this one for how the signs feel about you, okay? Maybe.
Alright, I'm gonna go wake up for you in a second.
Yeah, good idea. Okay, for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Somebody's dealing with a Taurus. And I'm seeing the horizon, but I'm seeing it from a plane. Okay. Okay, well, somebody is dealing with somebody who has some sort of terminal illness. Could be an older masculine. Whether that's a woman or a man, doesn't matter. They have a masculine energy about them. Do I think that they will recover or at least improve? Yes, I do. Okay. It does look like you're working hard at a situation and trying to avoid somebody. This person's going to come in and out of your life consistently, it looks like, because they just are like problematic. And I think you made a judgment call on this person a long time ago, but they are going to still continue to have some sort of influence on your life, or at least attempt to have some sort of influence on your life. They are pulling as an air sign. Does not have to be an air sign, okay? And they are rough around the edges. If they were to reach out and you are going to decline, I can tell you right now, you're just, you know, you're not in the mood for this kind of shit. Just know that they're going to feel like the wounded warrior. They are going to try to manipulate you in some sort of way, guilt trip you, whatever the case. I'm seeing a flood of some sort. Not a major flood, but I do see flooding. Be careful of any erratic behavior you may have over the next few weeks. Erratic, not saying you're crazy. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm saying, like, you know how sometimes we just rush into something without really thinking it through, or, you know, we're bored and we just kind of want to, like, get out and do whatever. Just be careful, because there could be some regret around that. You could feel like you made some sort of mistake. No. I'm also seeing a dust storm. I don't know. There's some crazy weather somewhere here. You will be going through some sort of transformation. I've been seeing this consistently, okay? So this is not just you, Leo. It seems to be a lot of the signs.
I officially have 2 scrunchies.
Good. It's like the transformation's beyond like a spiritual transformation. This is like a physical transformation, okay? Maybe you've been looking to gain weight, lose weight, get back to the gym, eat better, change the way you dress, change your hair, whatever, feel better in your own skin. I do see that happening, and it does look like it's happening very soon, okay, if it hasn't already started. You're moving forward in a much better way, actually. Somebody's trying to keep tabs on you. This might infuriate you a bit because they walked away from you, not the other way around. But it's like they kind of want to see what you're doing. Whatever you are doing, whatever they do get tips on, they are going to feel like they're the victim. I'm not saying they are. I'm saying that they're going to feel like they're the victim. Like, here's an example. Could be a water sign. Let's say you had, you know, several weeks with somebody, doesn't have to be romantic, and it was going so well, and all of a sudden they just kind of leave your life. They make some sort of lame ass excuse. But now they're keeping tabs to make sure that you haven't moved on without them. They still want you to feel like something. No. And it does look like things are going well for you. If you are single and looking, somebody's coming in quite quickly, okay? Definitely something by 2026. They could have a child, or you do.
What day is it?
Does look like there's some travel plans and or a move in your future, but now it's not the time. Somebody else got that too. Now it's not the time for it. Give it a little bit, because you don't want to end up getting into something that you can't get yourself out of. And I do feel like this is the universe going, hold on, put on the brakes. That apartment, that house, whatever it is that you liked, there's something better waiting for you. Just give it a minute. Or like work wise, okay? I wouldn't go traveling over the next couple weeks either if you can help it. It looks like you're supposed to be where you are right now and focus on self-development. Yes, dear.
What day is it?
I don't know right now.
Is it Tuesday?
There is somebody here in your energy too that does owe you something, and I don't think they're gonna manipulate you. They do not want to give it back to you or give you any sort of explanation. They're like holding on to it, like, what do you mean you need it back, Leo? Or what do you need? You mean you need an explanation for this? So just know that that's not going to happen anytime soon. I do see. Block your ears for a minute. I do see double dick energy here. You're good. So there could be a situation you get yourself into where it's hard to get out of it due to the intimacy, due to the emotionally intense situation. So just be careful there, especially if it's a fling. It wouldn't last, okay? It's giving earth sign energy, but obviously it can be any sign, okay? That would leave you burdened, and it would prevent you from moving forward at the rate that you want to. Now, obviously it could be opposite. You did this to somebody where they can't really detach from you energetically, okay? Something will be illuminated, and you will be much happier, much more joyful going into the new year. Finance is looking a lot more stable. For some of you, you have an antique that could be sold. It's worth more than you think it is. And again, we have going back to that person that's always harassing you, or always giving you a hard time. They're going to feel defeated soon. They're going to feel defeated. Perhaps they'll move on. Your 10 of Cups is going to come with financial abundance. Yeah, I said that. Your 10 of Cups is going to come with a financial abundance, something that you've been working hard towards, which I really do like. And you could be hearing about somebody going to jail, or if not going to jail, they're in trouble for something pretty major. I think this is going to be disappointing to you. Maybe it's a friend or a family member, and you thought maybe they got their life together and they really just didn't. Okay. I still think you'd be somewhat of a support to this person. Many of you are investing in a religion and or your spirituality. This is going to help with your self-development as well. You may even push other people to kind of like, not necessarily, we don't want to push religion. We don't want to push spirituality, but I do see you kind of like directing somebody because that's what they need right now. And you're the catalyst for that, which I think can be very positive, right? Messages going back and forth between you and somebody who else ghosted you or has been silent recently. This is somebody you care about. This is somebody that is nurturing to you in some sort of way. They're going through something outside of you, and that is probably why you two have been else miscommunicating or not communicating at all. And you are making some decisions that are going to help with your stability, but unfortunately I can also see some boredom there as well, where you have like these big dreams or you have these big ideas and you're not seeing them really develop yet. They will. Some things take longer than others, right? It says divine timing, of course. Of course. moving forward, looking at new options and opportunities, something you can invest in, especially financially. I do see a celebration over your finances as well, which I like. Could meet somebody out publicly. It's going back to that whole partnership again. Leo, you have, again, if you're single and looking, you have somebody coming in, and it does look like it would be a long-term situation. Watch out for any sort of flings at this time. This is probably not somebody you're going to meet online. This does look like it happens organically. It'll vary, obviously, Leo to Leo. The majority of you, it will be organic, okay? And looks-wise, I think they have darker skin, or at least a darker shade than yourself. Very, very beautiful person. Well, to you, like, right, that's, beauty looks different for everybody. So, but for you, this person would be very beautiful. Maybe internally beautiful even, okay? I feel like they wear something in their hair or on their head, and that's kind of another reason, or another way you'll know who this is. All right, Aries through Pisces, how do they feel about Leo? The number 5 is relevant. I'm seeing a lot of 5s. Aries through Pisces, how do they feel about Leo? Aries has deep regret about something that they said. Taurus is moving on. There could have been a third party. If it wasn't romantic, you're not in their sight right now. Gemini is blaming you for something that they did. They still have feelings for you, though. Cancer would like something with you. There's an energetic tie there, or a karmic tie there. Leo to Leo. Leo, they owe you something. I don't see them giving it to you. Virgo is invested more in themselves right now. Libra's working hard at something outside of you, so their transformation and your transformation are kind of coinciding, and it might cause some sort of separation there, but it's nothing personal. Scorpio wants to see growth and abundance with you. They think you may have somebody on the side. Sagittarius is looking at other options. Capricorn would like to have something with you, whether it's business or pleasure. Aquarius is bitter and moving on. Somebody was doing something behind the other person's back. And Pisces is not willing to fight for this. They feel like the ball's in your court. They feel like you may have like lost interest or kind of avoided them. All right, Leo, I hope you have a great week.